Hey there, incredible souls. Are you between 60 and 80, dreaming of a long, vibrant life filled with joy, health, and independence? What if I told you that doing just 5 simple things could mean you're destined to blow out 100 candles on your birthday cake? Today, I'm sharing 5 signs that you're not just aging, you're thriving. Stick around because these tips aren't just inspiring, they're life-changing. And trust me, you'll want to watch until the end for a special takeaway that'll make your heart sing. Let's dive in. 1. You move your body daily and feel strong in your own skin. If you're 60 to 80 and can still move your body daily, whether it's a morning stretch, a walk around the block, or dancing to your favorite oldies, you're a superstar. Movement isn't just about staying fit, it's about claiming your independence. Imagine this: you're 75 and you're still carrying your own groceries, planting flowers in your garden, or chasing your grandkids without gasping for air. That's not just luck. That's a choice you've made to keep your body strong. Why does this matter? As we age, our muscles naturally weaken and joints can stiffen. But daily movement, like a 20-minute walk or gentle yoga, keeps your heart pumping, your bones sturdy, and your mood lifted. I once met a 78-year-old named Margaret who swore by her daily swim. She said, "Every lap in the pool feels like I'm telling my body, 'You're not done yet.'" That's the spirit. Margaret wasn't chasing a perfect figure. She was chasing freedom. Freedom to live without relying on others, to enjoy a meal she cooked herself, to feel alive in her own skin. Now, let's get practical. You don't need a gym membership or fancy equipment. Try this. Every morning, do a 10-minute stretch while listening to music that makes you smile. Or walk to a nearby cafe and treat yourself to a coffee. The key is consistency, not intensity. Studies show that seniors who move daily reduce their risk of heart disease by 30% and improve mental clarity. Plus, staying active means you're less likely to feel like a burden to your family, a fear many of us share as we age. But here's the deeper truth. Movement is also about joy. When you walk through a park, feel the breeze, and hear the birds, you're not just exercising, you're soaking in life. Unlike the original advice, which focused heavily on health as a duty, I want you to see movement as a celebration. You're not moving to avoid illness, you're moving to embrace every moment. So, lace up those shoes, put on a song, and dance like nobody's watching. Your body will thank you, and your heart will too. 2. Your mind is curious, and you're still learning new things. If you're 60 to 80 and still eager to learn, whether it's mastering a new recipe, figuring out how to send a WhatsApp message, or picking up a hobby like painting, you're building a brain that's destined for 100. A curious mind isn't just sharp, it's resilient. Picture this. You're 70, and you're the one teaching your grandkids how to use a new app, or you're reading a book that sparks a deep conversation with a friend. That's not just impressive, it's a sign you're thriving. Learning keeps your brain flexible, like a muscle that gets stronger with use. I knew a 65-year-old named Tom who decided to learn Spanish after retirement. He wasn't planning a trip to Spain, he just wanted to challenge himself. 2 years later, he was chatting with his neighbor's Cuban grandmother, laughing over shared stories. Tom said, "Learning Spanish didn't just give me words, it gave me connection." That's the power of a curious mind. It opens doors to new experiences and keeps loneliness at bay. Here's how to stay curious. Start small. Watch a YouTube tutorial on something fun, like gardening tips or smartphone photography. Or join a local book club. Virtual ones count too. Research shows that seniors who engage in mental activities lower their risk of cognitive decline by up to 40%. But beyond science, learning makes you feel alive. Unlike the original text, which warned about scams without empowering seniors, I want you to focus on what you can do. Scams exist, sure, but a curious mind is your shield. You're not gullible. You're wise enough to ask questions and seek knowledge. Let's make it fun. Try one new thing this week. Maybe it's downloading an app to learn a few words in another language, or sketching a flower from your garden. The goal isn't perfection, it's growth. A curious mind doesn't just help you live longer, it makes every day richer. You're not just aging, you're evolving, and that's a beautiful thing. 10.3. You nurture relationships that light up your life. If you're 60 to 80 and have relationships that make your heart glow, whether it's a spouse, a friend, or a grandchild who adores you, you're holding a key to longevity. Strong connections aren't just nice to have, they're vital. Imagine this. You're 68, sitting on a porch with your best friend, laughing about a memory from decades ago, or getting a call from your daughter just to chat. Those moments don't just warm your heart, they add years to your life. Relationships give us purpose. I met a 72-year-old named Linda who organized weekly game nights with her neighbors. She said, "We play cards, eat snacks, and talk about everything. Kids, politics, even bad TV shows. It's my therapy." Linda's game nights weren't just fun, they were her lifeline after losing her husband. Studies back this up. Seniors with strong social ties have a 50% higher chance of living longer than those who feel isolated. Connection fights stress, boosts immunity, and reminds us we're not alone. Here's how to nurture relationships. Reach out first. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, or invite your grandkids for a simple tea party. If talking feels hard, listen. Sometimes, being there is enough. Unlike the original, which focused on avoiding conflict, I want you to actively build bonds. Conflict happens, but empathy and kindness turn disagreements into understanding. Share a story, ask a question, or just smile. Small gestures go far. And don't forget your partner, if they're still with you. My grandparents, married for 55 years, had a ritual. Every evening, they'd sit with a cup of tea and talk about their day. It wasn't grand, but it kept their love alive. If you're single, friendships are just as powerful. Join a local group. Think gardening clubs or walking groups to meet kindred spirits. Relationships aren't about quantity, they're about quality. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, and you'll feel younger every day. 4. You manage your finances with confidence and peace. If you're 60 to 80 and can manage your money without stress, paying bills, saving a little, and living within your means, you're not just secure, you're empowered. Financial peace isn't about being rich, it's about freedom. Picture this. You're 74, sitting in your cozy home, knowing your rent or mortgage is covered, your groceries are bought, and you've got enough for a small treat, like a movie night or a gift for your grandkids. That's not just stability, that's dignity. Money worries can weigh heavy as we age, especially if pensions are tight or unexpected costs pop up. I knew a 67-year-old named Robert who took a free budgeting class at his community center. He learned to track his expenses on a simple app and saved enough to take his wife on a weekend getaway. Robert said, "It's not about having millions, it's about knowing I'm okay." That confidence let him sleep better and enjoy life more. Here's how to stay financially savvy. Start by listing your monthly expenses, housing, food, utilities, and see where you can trim, like skipping unused subscriptions. If tech feels tricky, ask a trusted family member or friend to guide you through online banking. Unlike the original, which stressed not burdening kids, I want you to focus on empowerment. You're not avoiding dependence, you're building independence. If you've got a pension or savings, great. If not, explore senior discounts or local programs. Many libraries offer free financial workshops. The deeper truth? Financial peace buys you choices. You can say yes to a coffee date, a new book, or a trip to see family without fear. And if you own your home, that's a bonus. A space that's yours, no strings attached. Try this. Set a small goal, like saving $10 a week for something fun. It's not about sacrifice, it's about control. When you manage your money well, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And that's a gift to yourself and your loved ones. 5. You find joy in small moments. Every day. If you're 60 to 80 and can still find joy in life's little moments, a warm cup of tea, a chat with a neighbor, or the smell of fresh rain, you're not just living, you're glowing. Joy isn't about big achievements, it's about savoring the now. Imagine this. You're 80, sitting in your favorite chair, listening to a song that takes you back decades, and smiling for no reason at all. That's not just happiness, that's a secret to longevity. Joy fuels your spirit. I met a 76-year-old named Grace who kept a happy jar. Every day she wrote down one thing that made her smile, a bird at her feeder, a kind word from a cashier, and dropped it in. At year's end, she'd read them all, reliving those moments. Grace said, "It reminds me life is still good, even when my knees ache." Science agrees. Seniors who practice gratitude and find daily joy have lower stress levels and stronger immune systems. Here's how to find joy. Notice the small stuff. Take a moment to watch a sunset, call a friend to share a laugh, or try a hobby like knitting or journaling. Unlike the original, which leaned on hobbies as a duty, I want joy to feel effortless. You don't need to be a master painter, just doodle for fun. If mobility's tough, enjoy audiobooks or watch a funny show. The goal is to spark lightness in your heart. And here's a tip: share your joy. Tell your grandkids a silly story or text a friend about a flower you saw. Joy grows when you spread it. My aunt, at 79, started sending me photos of her garden every week. Those texts weren't just pictures. They were her way of saying, "I'm still here, loving life." Find your version of that. When you embrace small joys, you're not just adding years. You're making every day a masterpiece. Wow, what a journey. Let's recap the lessons. First, move your body daily to stay strong and free. Second, keep your mind curious. It's your ticket to growth. Third, nurture relationships that lift your soul. Fourth, manage your money for peace and dignity. And fifth, find joy in the little things. They're the heartbeat of a long life. These aren't just tips. They're proof that you're a rare gem, destined to thrive well into your hundreds. But here's the biggest takeaway. You are enough right now. Every step you take, every smile you share, every lesson you learn, it's building a life that's not just long, but beautiful. So, what's one thing you'll try this week? Maybe a walk, a new hobby, or a call to a friend? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. If this video inspired you, hit that like button. It helps spread these messages to more incredible seniors like you. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a tip to live your best life. Here's to thriving, not just surviving, all the way to 100 and beyond. See you next time.